Fender's off, wheel and tires off. Why I pull the fender off? Because we're going to be doing the forks, and at the same time I'm going to be drilling and probably, maybe, and it's just going to be easier, right? But here we go. We have a straight edge, right? Now, is there some wear on the rotor? Yeah, but is it warped? We're good there. Let's go here, and we're good and flat across there. Let's see, good and flat across there. We're good and flat across there. We're good and flat there. We're good and flat there. Right? So the rotor's not warped. I promise you guys, it's the caliper sticking. So there, nice straight edge across there, and there's no gap. If there is a gap, it's just due to the ridge. It be minute vary, so you know. The dial indicator worked, and what you saw in the previous video, if you watched it, on this side of the bike, on the left side, the way it was set up, when it would jump, it was hitting the hole, but then it would run across here and it would stay at 0 all the way till it hit the hole. 0. So it's a true surface, right? Now let's bring you guys over here and show you, put some light on these pads, and you can see the inside pad right here is much thinner than this pad. This side's not as bad as the other side. See there how thin that inside pad is right here compared to this pad. That's because those pistons aren't releasing the way they should. So now we have that bolt there that's broke off, right there, and we're going to unbolt the caliper, and well, I guess we're going to see if we can't get it out with an easy out first. An extractor is the first route we're going to go. Oh, by the way, I must say, I was leery, and I could be speaking too soon because we're not done. I was very leery of this Black Widow motorcycle jack, thinking I was going to get a lot of tilt, but I got the bike up and the tire just off the ground, and with the fender off, it's easier to roll that tire out. So usually on most motorcycle jacks or lifts, that bike will nose dive, or if you take the back tire off, it'll rear dive. It didn't do a thing, it just stayed there. But it is strapped down, we're on the safety, so we should be alright. But I'm going to have to change the battery out, and I don't know if extracting is going to make any of the final cut, or even if we're going to record it, because we're probably going to invent some new 4-letter words. So however it goes, it goes. You guys know how we do it over here. We wing it. But we're going to try the first method of just using an extractor to see if we can get it out. So I hope that works. An extractor, and then maybe I can run a thread chaser through it. I have new bolts, and even I've never changed them. The pins for the brake pads, I have those coming. So, but yeah, that's where we're at, folks. Alright guys, well, no video of extracting it and drilling it because there was too much throwing stuff. There were too many new 4-letter words that my wife said she has never heard of before. So, anyway, it was a success. We had to take an extra day and get in the oh shit drawer at work in my toolbox at the shop. I thought I brought everything home, but I didn't. I needed the big tack and die set. Thread chaser wouldn't work. I just brought thread chasers home, and drills and extractors. The impact is out because I got an extractor stuck in there and it would not come out. So I invented a few new 4-letter words and used the impact to get it out. So here's the hole. The beginning of it is a little rough. I'll probably sand the edge down, but the threads themselves, not much you can do with because that's where it pulled. We were able to drill and this broke off. The bolt where it was sticking out broke off, and we were able to drill the back side of it out, but the center got stuck. So I took went to the biggest drill bit I possibly could without getting into the threads and drilled through it. What we do right there, yeah, we broke one drill bit right there, left-handed drill bit. We threw some extractors. We tossed and kicked some drill guides. But in the end, we got it out. New bolt will go in there. I have new bolts ordered. Now, I want to explain something to you guys. You see this bolt right here? Right there. That is a stainless steel bolt. It is a 10mm bolt, right? That's the size of the bolt. It's also 10mm head, 10mm 12 point. But when I refer to a bolt, I'm referring to the size here. It's a 10mm bolt here by the thread pitch. Where's it at? I think it's 1.5 is the thread pitch. Yeah, the thread pitch is 1.5. The reason why is because whenever you're putting something into aluminum, you only want 60% of thread engagement. That helps with keeping stuff from getting galled up, okay? But what had happened here was, at one point in time, a shop had cross-threaded them in or something, or put them in too tight with Loctite. I can't say for certain. I had taken it apart and I never ran a thread chaser through it. So it's honestly, that's kind of on me, because the last time I changed the brakes when it came out, I probably should have ran a thread chaser through it, but I didn't have one here and I wanted to get the bike back together. So with that being said, I have new bolts coming, and I'm going to get everything back together and take it and see if they'll check the calipers to see why they are just wearing the hell out of my brakes. This one not so bad, but the right side one is. I'm going to leave those pads on there. I mean, I'm going to take them apart and clean them up. But I'm going to leave them on there when I take it up there, because if the calipers cause the pads to go bad, they'll put new pads on it under warranty, theoretically. But yeah, so there's that. But if you're dealing with aluminum and stainless, alright, no matter what the manual says, do not use Loctite. Use an anti-seize of some sort, okay? When it comes to the torque spec is not going to be that much. It might be like 15 foot-pounds. That's a bit much, okay? Just tighten that thing up snug, because what happens is you have that shoulder on that bolt, that bare spot. Well, if that starts to go in there, you've now pulled the threads, okay? These things stretch, and a lot of people don't know and understand. While stainless is hard to drill, stainless is also a very soft metal. That's why they use it with aluminum. It's actually very soft. They're easy to break. So that's kind of why it broke. But that's my schmeal on that. But it was successful. We got it out. The bolt goes through, and theoretically you should have threads all the way through the other side. That shoulder should not, but if you look, when you go to tighten that, that shoulder will just start to come out. You don't want that. You don't want to go too tight. A lot of people don't realize this metal, being aluminum, and as soft as it is, it will smash minimally, very slightly. It's not hard to do, okay? So, when you're dealing with aluminum, your brake calipers are aluminum. Do not use Loctite. Your clutch control and all that, those housings, don't use Loctite. I'm telling you. You'll strip them out using Loctite, okay? So, I apologize, we didn't get any drilling footage for you guys, and this was just a, here's what we did video, but, I can't post, yeah, so, anyway, that's that, and, stay tuned, because next week you guys will get to see how the forks come out. Right? Hey, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, as always, go deck around the garage, or in Doyle's case, go deck around the shed, or the driveway. Whatever you have. Just go deck around somewhere. Alright? And be kind. We'll see you later.